Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. Outset of a power struggle. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Este detalle es bonito, pero bueno. Muy buenas a todos, aquí Garreg que está metiendo desde Fodlan, un nuevo episodio de Fire Emblem Three Houses. Habéis cargado demasiado rápido. Y bueno, pues...
We somehow managed to escape.
This is one of the Imperial Army's provisional camps. Here we can organize our forces.
Before we go any further, I want all of you to really ask yourselves if you're certain you wish to join us. As expected, Flane has chosen to leave our ranks.
When I saw our professor running off, I ran about as fast as I could to catch up.
Caspar, death finds those who run without thinking. You gave no thought to the war fog. My grandfather was the leader of Brigid, and I hope for us to be allies with the Empire. I will be staying.
Was this a good idea? Did I make the right choice?
Le has echado demasiados huevos, Bernadetta.
But my family is part of the Empire, and our professor is here.
You're fine here with us, Bernie. Though it's true certain houses were against the Imperial Princess.
I assume you're referring to my family. I must believe that the conclusion I came to was the correct one. You are the Emperor now. I am the only one left who is qualified to guide you at this point.
I'm only here because I know it would be troublesome to stand against you.
I'm not just here for you, Adi. I'm here to follow our dear professor. Of course, I don't have any territory to offer, so Hubie may not even want me here.
The greater our numbers, the better.
Ahora sí, ¿no?
Your reasons for being here are of no consequence.
I think I understand where you're coming from. But now, I wish to hear of your resolve. Like you, I have risen to meet my destiny. I cut this path, and I will see it through to the end. Following me is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself. One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. You have now witnessed the Archbishop's true self. She is a cruel beast. Those who rule this world use that beast's power to fabricate miracles, all to control those who blindly believe in the goddess. They conceal the truth and force their lies on the nobility. They mercilessly annihilate anyone who defies them. I know this because I have lived it. After what you have seen, is there any room for doubt? The Church of Seiros has great influence and power. Their control over the lords of the kingdom and the alliance is nearly absolute. We are the only ones who can stop this indomitable enemy that has plagued our world for ages. We fight for humanity, for all of Fodlan. If you dare walk this path with me, take your first step. It's now or never.
Ahora me echo para atrás.
Thank you, my friends. We are the true face of the Empire, and we will triumph.
Sí, sí, todo muy bonito, pero...
That was incredible, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you.
Dale.
Honestly, I'm relieved. They really chose to follow me.
Bueno,
I was
técnicamente me han
resolved
seguido a
to
mí.
move forward alone if I had to. But in my heart, I hoped it wouldn't come to that.
So long as I am here, you will never be alone. Please do not forget that. And it would seem that the professor also has a key role to play in this.
You're right. Now, I must speak with our dear teacher. Please, make preparations. The messenger should be here shortly.
Consider it done.
Professor, may I speak with you?
Claro. Dime.
I appreciate it.
¿Qué ocurre?
I'm just anxious. It feels like the weight of this burden is crushing me. At this very moment, on my orders, I'm starting a war. An army far larger than the one that attacked the Holy Tomb last month will soon be locked in battle. Long-devised strategies are unfolding across Fodlan. Leaders are deciding their loyalties and preparing to fight. So many generals and soldiers will die. It's inevitable that civilians will get caught up in the chaos as well. There will be countless casualties. With a single command, the flames of war will rage across all corners of this realm. And I am the one who is giving the order.
Esa senda que has elegido, ¿no?
Yes, it is. There is no turning back. No matter how much blood flows at my feet, I will not relent. We must break the bonds that the depraved church has placed on Fodlan. These sacrifices will allow us to create a future where we never need sacrifice again. It may seem contradictory, but it's the only way. Listen to me. I made up my mind long ago. Yet here I am, seeking your approval.
Hombre, más que
Tell
una
me
vez,
the
por
truth,
mucho que
my
tengas,
teacher.
no sé.
Are you happy with your decision to stay by my side?
Sí.
Unlike me, you can still walk away from all of this.
Te puedo matar.
This path
Ya
leads to the
está.
death of the Archbishop and the servants of the church. Can you live with that?
No me parece bien, pero es la senda que he elegido.
I never thought... I'm sorry, it was a foolish question. I believe in you, Professor. And you believed in me. With that knowledge, I have the strength to keep fighting. Let's go. There's something I need to say to Hubert.
Your Majesty, the latest report
Todavía no he hecho nada.
indicates that our main army is advancing as planned. Also, the preparations for your manifesto are almost complete.
¿El manifiesto?
We will be distributing our manifesto to every lord within Fodlan. We will expose the dark side of the Church of Seiros and the foul practices of the nobles from the Kingdom and the Alliance. We will force the people of Fodlan to open their eyes to the truth and relinquish any remaining conviction to unite against the Empire. Certain nobles have already offered us their support.
Yes, there are other nobles who oppose the Church. We will condemn those who deserve condemnation, and forgive those who deserve forgiveness. We have already purged some of the Imperial nobles who are morally rotten. My father among them.
Dios.
How unfortunate.
And soon we will invade and conquer Garreg Mach. Our main army has already departed the Imperial capital. They will arrive at the monastery in 2 weeks' time. There we will join forces with them. As for us, I'd like your opinion on how we should be positioned within the army.
Yo qué sé. El retén imperial. ¿Qué coño es un retén? ¿Qué coño es un retén? Que no sé ni qué significa retén. A ver, un retén. Retén es... Vale, retener. Repuesto reserva que se tiene una cosa. Tropa que refuerza los puestos militares. En la vanguardia, coño.
Your Majesty intends to fight alongside the Professor, correct? In that case, you will not be incorporated into the Empire's main army. Your squad can move freely about the battlefield under supervision of the Imperial forces. That would be most prudent.
Now that I'm the Emperor, we can't let it slip that I'm following your command in battle, Professor.
Vale.
I fully object to the notion of you fighting on the front lines.
Hubert, we've already discussed this.
My apologies. I overstepped.
Now that the details are settled, all that's left is to come up with a name for ourselves. In honor of our time at the Academy, how about we call ourselves the Black Eagle Strike Force?
Un poco rimbombante, nos estaremos a la altura del nombre. Me parece perfecto.
I'm so happy you feel that way. I must confess that I spent all night thinking about it.
Eso, cosas
I'll leave it
importantes.
to you to prepare the Black Eagle Strike Force for departure.
Hostia, me recuerda un montón a la trama de Shingeki, cómo ha cambiado. Pues muy bien. Me hace mucha gracia esta mierda. Hasta que me he dado cuenta, ¿sabes? Que es por el movimiento del mando. Qué tonto soy. Pero claro, es que ahora he perdido a todos. Este mes instalarás la base temporal, por lo que ciertas funciones estarán limitadas. Para dirigirte al campo de batalla, acércate a la salida de la base temporal y selecciona la opción luchar. Ahora tengo apoyo de todos, ¿no? ¡Shamir está con nosotros! ¿Y Félix? Esta es leal, supongo, no sé. Sí, no se me ha ido. ¿En serio no se me han ido estos tres? A ver, vamos a gestionar unidades. O sea, fichas. Mi personaje, Shamir, Alois, Manuela, Hahnemann, Leoni, Félix. Se me hace muy raro que estos dos personajes se hayan quedado con nosotros. Aunque bueno, técnicamente han pasado a nuestra clase. Y Flame, pues me da pena, pero hostia, cuánta gente y tampoco. Pero vosotros seréis alumnos.
To be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says. But if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally. So I'll fight. I'm not at ease with that decision just yet, but I'll stick by it.
Un momentito, chicos. Bueno.
Oh. Hey there.
Menuda decisión. A ver.
So, you've turned against the church to ally with the Empire too, huh? I've never pressed him for details, but Captain Geralt was always suspicious of Lady Rhea, wasn't he? I'm on your side no matter what. I promised him I'd support you, and that's what I plan to do.
Muy bien, amiga. Que también la puedo enseñar todavía, flipa. Supongo la motivación. He estado preparándome para
I've
esto.
been preparing to take this path.
¿Sí?
My own path. Not my old man's, and not the boar's.
What the?
No nos derrotarán. No, que va.
Okay.
Espero que vayamos por buen camino.
I came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice.
Pero esta
Everything
gente...
will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I?
Lo has clavado.
I know that you think it's okay. I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself.
La has cagado. La has cagado. Vamos. Va a ser la primera muerta. Con eso digo todo. Estas dos. Esta Eddie. Yo no me arrepiento.
Became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
No perderemos.
Thinking about it makes me scared. We're fighting the Knights
Que me
of
tenéis a mí,
Seiros.
por favor.
Still, I know you'll figure something
¿Ves?
out.
Yo no me
The
arrepiento. Yo no
Empire and
arrepiento.
Bridget were once warring with each other, but now I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire. It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets. My belief is with you and with Edelgard.
Mal hecho. Muy mal hecho. A ver qué dice esta.
Come on. I don't even get my own room here. At least I had that at home. But speaking of home, Hubert told me something. He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard. Wait. Does that mean my father's going to be home all the time now?
No puede ser.
Second thought,
No puede ser. Es que en serio, son los amos. Me siento orgulloso.
Black Eagle Strike Force, eh? I like it. It's really a twist of fate that brought me to this side of things, but I'm still proud to be here.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances.
Y estos dos se llevaban, los padres se llevaban fatal.
For quite some time without anyone noticing.
¿No sería una treta todo? ¿Te imaginas que hubiera pasado si...?
That could have gotten dangerous fast. If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had to fight my father. We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster.
Joder.
Anyway, it looks like he's going to be leading the western units. I wonder if we'll wind up fighting the Kingdom's army. And who decided to fight for the church?
Yo espero no tener que enfrentarme a la otra legión, al resto. Necesitas armas.
Right.
Han
I'm
reflexionado
a
mucho.
soldier, but I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Seiros without ever questioning them. But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
Ladislava. ¿Y esto?
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is Ladislava. I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard.
Te quiero en mi clase.
Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
Te voy a dar clase.
I'm Randolph von Berglis. I'm not
Qué
very
guay,
high in
tenemos
ranks
aliados
yet,
nuevos.
but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Berglis. My mother married into House Berglis after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly. But
Vale.
I'm determined to make something of myself in this battle
Este
to
es un
bring
soldado
glory to
pesado,
my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
Es un soldado pesado, poca broma. Pues mira, me viene bien hablar con toda esta gente. Que quede entre nosotros.
I have heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the purged noble families of the
Marqués de
Empire.
Vestra.
He's Hubert's father, but
Vale,
Hubert
sí.
seems rather unconcerned about it. That alone is why we soldiers find Hubert quite frightening.
Claro, porque para ellos es en plan de coño que has hecho.
Yes.
Esto ya hemos leído. A ver, Hubert. ¿Qué
It
me
is not
cuentas
up
tú?
to Her Majesty to bring the students to our cause. That task falls to you. Those who have forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable. You are uniquely able to provide emotional support. Please use that gift to guide others down the path that Lady Edelgard has laid before us. I ask you to do this.
Te iba a decir algo malo, pero lo has sabido encarrilar. Antes de hablar con Edelgard, tengo que hablar con una persona de aquí.
Right.
Ah, eso es luchar, no. A ver, estaba por aquí. Ah, Ferdinand, coño.
I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital. He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves. And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this. I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do.
Tranquilo,
As the
tío.
next Duke Eyre, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Por supuesto, compañero. Y ahora voy a ir al mercado a comprar cosas. ¡Hasta se ha revelado el gato! Este gato es la clave. Vámonos. A ver.
Welcome.
¿Necesito armas? Sí. A ver. Este está bien. Este también está bien. Este. Espérate, vamos a vender todo lo malo. No, este no. Este.
Will this one do?
Nos sale- creo que nos sale más a cuenta venderlo.
Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks.
Vale, pues ya he repuesto todo lo... He preparado todo para poder avanzar. He conseguido los objetos y tal. He tardado un poquito. Y ahora vamos a ver la conversación de apoyo con Edelgard y Kairos. Y la tenía pendiente porque no puede avanzar.
I'm so sick of it all. There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Ugh. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging
Esta es la
myself on
golosona.
sweets.
Me apuntaría sin dudarlo. Es gratis.
Do you mean it? Just the thought makes me happy. But Hubert would never allow it.
Qué mala pata.
Indeed. It may not be possible now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
Se ha enfadado. Se ha enfadado. Me hace bastante gracia.
I see. I'm finally getting an idea of what you think of me.
No iba por
But
ahí.
let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you. I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice. But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
Me alegra oírlo.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me. I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor. No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching.
Bernadette.
It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. But you have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Y todavía tienen conversación con estos dos. Pero Manuela y esta gente no está aquí. Así que supongo que, bueno, vamos a luchar. La batalla de Garreg Mach. Pero ya está, vamos a empezar así la fiesta. Es que tengo mis dudas ahora, Creo que no, creo que eso lo voy a dejar para el próximo episodio. Voy a hacer todas las conversaciones que de hecho tengo con más de una persona. Todavía no ha llegado el momento para que estos dos... ¿En serio? ¿Ninguno de estos todavía? ¿No? La puta es esta que con Leoni... mal, no puedo hacer nada. Supongo porque estará ya pensado para que mi personaje no sea el profeta, sino que sea el personaje, el profesor nada más. Pues... vamos a con Félix.
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train?
Así es.
Care to train with me? Waving the sword around alone is boring. And I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary.
Bueno, igual, chaval. De acuerdo, ¿por qué no?
I've always been interested in your technique. You learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seiros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. On top of that, you wield a hero's relic, the legendary Sword of the Creator. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that I will beat you, and I will surpass your strength.
Estás obsesionado con hacerte más fuerte, ¿eh?
Why? I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name.
Joder.
Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
En parte me recuerdas a mí.
Now I'm intrigued by your fighting style, and by who you really are. But that's enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
Ahora lo derroto de un golpe. Flas. Hubert. Hostia, con Bernadette. Hostia, yo quiero ver eso. Yo quiero ver a Bernadette. Yo quiero ver esto. Esto es...
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the other day. You know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
Hubert.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Pero no es personal, es con todos.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Esa risa tampoco ayuda.
Please don't laugh like that.
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself.
Hasta la música da miedo.
You think so?
Oh no, now you're angry too.
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not. It's a trick. You're lulling me into a false sense of security. I can't stand it.
She's a lost cause.
Es que es la ama, tío. A ver, ¿con quién más tengo conversación? Con Linhard, con Shamir. A ver. Hoy voy a acabar todo esto y ahora lo dejaré así.
Nothing in particular. I was just recalling your impressive skill with the bow. I'm willing to bet you could put
hasta la
an arrow
música
through the neck
cambia,
of an
o sea,
enemy
la música es
general
mal
from quite a
rollera.
distance. In fact, to any leader's bodyguard, I would go so far as to say you pose the most dangerous kind of threat.
Don't worry your fragile little self. Your lady princess is safe. I wouldn't shoot my employer.
I would certainly hope not. But there are some mercenaries to whom a contract means little. And you would do well to remember that Lady Edelgard is no mere princess. You should take care to learn the proper form of address for your employer.
¿Qué huevos tienes?
I said lady. I already told you. I'm not going to break the princess's contract.
What did I just say?
Proper address. Right. Next time.
My patience has limits, you know. For the moment, you may stand in Lady Edelgard's good graces. But if you become a problem, I will not hesitate to eliminate you.
Macho, luego dice porque te dan miedo.
Unstable, Hubert. Be careful who you threaten. I don't take kindly to those who get in the way of my contracts.
Is that a threat?
Just some advice.
A ver, Linhard con Hahnemann. Estos dos deben casar bien porque les gustan los emblemas.
Ah, Linhard. Reading as studiously as ever, I see. Anything to do with crests?
¿Ves?
Hello, Professor Hahnemann. Actually, this book's about fishing.
I didn't realize you were interested in fishing. What an unexpected discovery. I had heard that you were only interested in crests, to the exclusion of all else. As it were, I had rather thought I could train you as my successor, should we get to know one another better.
I'm sorry to betray your expectations. Truth be told, I've been thinking of giving up on my crest research.
What? Whatever for? Don't tell me you believe fishing to be a more worthwhile pursuit.
No, it's nothing to do with fishing. I adore the subject of crests. But to study them, you have to consult the people who bear them, right? I just don't have the energy for that.
It is an unavoidable hardship, I admit. But the satisfaction of making a real breakthrough is second to none.
I'm sure the satisfaction of catching a fish is pretty great too.
Consider this, child. Luring fish from the depths pales in comparison to untangling the mysteries of a quest. Why? It all comes down to purpose.
Creo que le has abierto la caja de Pandora al profesor, ¿eh?
Calm down. I get it. Really.
Evidently, you do not. You must have something to work toward in life.
Se ha enfadado.
The ultimate goal of fishing is to eat the fish. The goal of solving the mysteries of crests is, well, you must find that for yourself. What do you hope to uncover once everything is finally explained? What motivates you to keep digging deeper?
I had never thought about it like that. Perhaps if I did have a goal, I might share your enthusiasm on the subject.
Y pues, a ver, vamos a seguir. A ver, la ama. Ojo, solo tiene 2 rangos, ¿eh?
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts.
Creo que estas no las voy a hacer. Las de Petra y las de Dorothy no las voy a hacer. Porque como están ambientadas en... No, es que tampoco, porque así aumentaría el combate.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong. All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners?
Cuidado.
Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling. There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that. Bern, are you okay?
Pinto en 3, 2, 1.
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me?
Amiga.
I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you. I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just... No!
También...
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
Hasta ese punto, tío. Por favor, decidme que el padre de Bernadette va a atacar. Por favor. Que le aclararía un par de cosas. Me enseñaría a tratar a las pobres niñas así. Es que quieras que no mejora las estadísticas. Esto tengo que hacerlo sí o sí. Y como el próximo episodio vamos a ir a la carga.
Never says mean things about people. Maybe she'd be my friend. Oh, there she is now. Okay, Bernie. You can do this.
Venga.
Bernadetta, are you needing help with something?
¿Cómo ha detectado?
How did you know? Do you have eyes in the back of your head or something?
Por tus pasos.
Do not have that, no.
Right. Can I ask you something? Do you want to, maybe, be friends or something? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't like me. I don't know what you think of me.
What I am thinking? I am thinking that you remind me of prey.
Verás.
What?
Yes. Like a rabbit in the tall grass. Always watching for enemies.
Es verdad,
At any sign of danger. You are quick also. I must be careful that I am not hunting Bernie when I take out my bow.
Oh,
cállate.
You try
No
not to
dispararme.
shoot me. That's, nice.
You have similarities
Por
with
favor.
prey. That is all I mean to be saying.
So you're saying you might end up hunting me?
Esto
There's no need to have concern.
es maravilloso.
I will make sure my arrows
Te
are
lo
not
juro.
hitting you.
That isn't comforting. Whatever I did to deserve this, forgive me!
You do not need forgiveness, but it is yours if you are wanting it.
Necesita perdón, pero estoy quién es.
Was I saying something wrong?
Sí, hija, sí. Esta vez no ha sido culpa de Bernadette, ha sido tuya, esta vez sí. Es que la madre que os parió. Es que esta vez estás columpiado muy fuerte, nena. Es que no me fastidie. Ay, por favor. Ay, que lloro.
What is on my agenda for this afternoon?
Professor Hanneman, may I have a moment of your time?
Ah, it's you. Very well. I am quite busy, but if you are here to discuss my crest research, I would be happy to oblige.
I'll pass on that offer. I'm just hoping you'll explain something to me.
Oh, I doubt if I have anything of particular interest to share.
Why did you abandon your noble standing in the Empire? And don't say it was for your crest research. There are institutes for that within the Empire. You could easily have remained a noble and still been able to visit Garreg Mach, or request the cooperation of the church.
Era un noble.
Certainly that was an option, but I desired a better research environment. Treasures and holy artifacts reside here that cannot be examined by someone outside the church. I required access to those things, no matter the cost.
But surely your noble status would have allowed you greater funding and resources. Even secrets of the kingdom and the alliance would have been easier to obtain as a noble of the Empire.
What you say is true. I cannot deny that. Both paths have advantages and disadvantages.
I see you're unwilling to be forthcoming on that topic.
I don't know what you mean.
I've heard that you used to enthusiastically research crests for the Empire.
Este pilló a la reina capaz de investigar los emblemas y ya verías.
I just wanted to know why.
I feel your suspicions of me are unwarranted. I haven't the time now, but perhaps I will tell you more if the opportunity arises.
O sea, que era noble y renunció a su cargo de noble. Cuidado, Y Manuela. Y Petra. Vamos a acabar con Dorothy.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here? I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness. I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Brigid. You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
Pero eres princesa,
There's
¿no?
nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Brigid, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Brigid in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Brigid. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... what is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you
Pero ¿por
lullabies
qué
to help
tanto
you
dorar
sleep.
la píldora?
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Perdón. A ver, con Manuela. A ver la gracia.
That song.
Oh, hello, Edelgard.
Professor Manuela, that song you were humming. I feel as though I've heard it before, long ago.
Hace tiempo, no hace
I'm sure
muchísimo.
It was you singing it back then. At the opera house in the Imperial
Que igual le
capital,
molesta.
perhaps.
Why, yes. You must have seen me there. I am flattered you would remember it. I performed with the Mittelfrank Opera Company in Enbar on numerous occasions.
So it was you. I went to that performance with my uncle. I wanted desperately to see it again. But after that night, he took me to seek asylum in the kingdom. When I returned to the Empire several years later, you had already retired.
Oh, that's a shame. So you only got to hear me sing once?
Sadly, that's correct.
Yet you still remember it, even the melody of the song I sang. I'm honored.
That's how much of an impression your voice left on me. I must ask, why did you retire so soon? You could have continued for another 10 or 20 years.
Indeed. Many singers perform for decades. But that wasn't for me. I wanted to go out on top. My voice is a gift from the goddess. However, as all things do, it will decline with age. One day, I will lose that gift. And so I decided I needed to learn to survive without it, long before that day came. I needed to prove to myself that I can live on, even after my voice returns to the goddess.
So despite your belief in the goddess, you wish to live by your own strength?
It's hard for me to explain. The goddess supports me both spiritually and emotionally. Everything else is up to me.
Bueno. Y ya solo quedan con Petra y Shamir, creo.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding.
Y esta
Rain
conversación
training
creo
can
que
cause
para cuando.
unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the
Esto me lo
monastery?
comentó ella, sí, me
You
acuerdo.
can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. Rhea took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda
Bueno, ahora ya no.
anytime soon.
Detalles.
Fodlan is an enemy for you, right?
¿Ah, sí?
Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army, under the command of the previous Emperor. I carry no ill will toward anyone else, including, of course, the current Emperor.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war.
Es muy
I
sensata
cannot say I
Petra,
have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. She gives me much help and strength. I cannot have hate for her.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
O sea, Petra es muy sensata, las cosas como son. O sea, Caspar se... Y esto es lo último. Caspar mató a... O sea, el padre de Caspar mató al padre de esta y no se asudaba. No sé.
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing, your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait, I meant to say the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
Uf, qué golpe.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuel. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because?
Don't be so childish. You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better?
Madre mía. Y esto mejora la relación.
Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on. If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try.
Madre del amor hermoso.
Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
Es insufrible. Hay unas conversaciones que, bueno, dices, bueno, no están mal, pero otras es que vamos, me descojono. En fin, chicos, los vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Ya lamento no poder preparar la lucha, pero es que tampoco sé cuánto va a durar la lucha. Y llevaba como media hora de grabación, así que para evitar grabar una hora, que de hecho he grabado una hora, es maravilloso. Pues bueno, espero que os haya gustado. Dejad vuestros likes así y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Vale, hasta luego.